Hi, it's Dawn from Ninja Bunny Crochet. Today I have for us to do the Slanted Shell Stitch. This looks very similar to like a corner-to-corner stitch, but it's worked in back and forth rows. This works great for blankets, pillows, washcloths. You could probably even work it for a sweater or a poncho. Maybe even a wrap, like a nice warm weather wrap or something. But it's a really pretty stitch. It's got lots of texture to it, and I just really like this stitch. So let's grab our hooks, grab our yarn, and let's start working the slanted shell stitch. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using some worsted weight yarn. This is some Red Heart Super Saver, my Clover and More hook, and a 5.5mm hook. And before we get started, if you haven't done so already, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you won't miss any of my tutorials when I put them up. And if you like content like this, go ahead and give it a like. That'll help me out a lot. So the slanted shell stitch is in a multiple of 4 plus 5. And what that means is you just chain in sets of 4 for your base chain, and when you get to the size that you want for your project, you add 5 more chains. So for today's tutorial, we're going to go with a base chain of 25. That is a multiple of 4 plus 5. So once you get your chain of 25, come on back and we'll get started. So now that we have our chain of 25, we're going to start 5th chain from hook. The loop on our hook does not count as a stitch. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to start with 3 double crochets into that 5th chain. One, two, and 3. Skip 3 stitches or 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into that next chain. Now chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to work back into that same chain that we just did our single crochet into. We're going to put 3 double crochets. One, two, and 3. Skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into that next chain. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and back into that same chain, 3 double crochets, or excuse me, into that same stitch that we just put our single crochet into, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Again, skip 3 stitches or 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, into the next chain, a single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, back into that same stitch that you just put your single crochet into, 3 double crochets. You're going to work this all the way down the chain, and in your last stitch is going to be 1 double crochet. I'll meet back up with you at the end of the chain. All right, we've got our last 4 chains left. We're going to skip 3, so 1, 2, 3, and in that last chain we're going to place 1 double crochet. This is what your work should look like. To start row 2, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn the work, and we're going to start in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That 4th chain, we're going to place 3 double crochets. One, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to skip all of these stitches and go right to that chain space. We're going to single in the chain space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 3 double crochets into the chain space as well. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to jump to the next chain space and do the same thing. So single crochet, chain 3, and 3 double crochets. You're going to repeat that to your last chain space, and in the last chain space you're going to put 1 double crochet. I'll meet back up with you at the end of the row. I'm at the end of row 2 and we've come to that last chain space. And we're going to go ahead and put that 1 double crochet into that space. Now from here on out, all we do is just continue repeating row 2. So that's a chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn the work, go to that 4th chain from hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to place 3 double crochets into that chain, 1, 2, 3, skip to the next chain space and single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And you just repeat that all the way down the row to your last chain space, which is a double crochet. I'm just going to add a few more rows on here, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I have added a few more rows onto here, and let me just take my hook out so you can get a look at this. So this is what it would look like if you added a few more rows. So if you've liked this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that bell so you won't miss any of my tutorials. Thanks for watching, and happy crocheting! Bye-bye!